The lovely Kathryn Eisman. She joins us now. Now, Kathryn, you've spotted two of my favourites. Jason Segel, who's known as a bit of a player, but he's settled down with somewhat of an Aussie link, as well as Ryan Philippe.
Absolutely. Well, in Hollywood, you never know where you're going to spot a celebrity. And one of the places I did was in Petco in Beverly Hills. Yes, that's where I saw Ryan Philippe with his son. Not a very glamorous location, but they were buying kitty litter, which is the least glamorous item. I think I can think of a few worse items, but yes, they were together. Deacon, his son, with, of course, Reese Witherspoon, and Ryan Philippe was perusing the aisles and picking out little kitty treats, and they were so cute. He looked very good looking. I can't believe that he has a 7-year-old son. Ryan Philippe looks a teenager himself. He's a hot teenager.
And
Talking of hot teenagers.
And his son, Deacon's just such a cutie. Now, Jason Segel, I was lucky enough to interview him a couple of months ago when he was out with Kermit, and he just seemed like the nicest guy.
And look, honestly, that is his vibe. He has such a good, like, everyday guy next door vibe, which is true. Like, he's like that. I mean, he said he grew up, he was just smoking weed, and then he became this star. But he also has a bit of a reputation for being a player, but that reputation has been put on hold, hopefully forever, because I was at a restaurant called Chiconi's, which is a very popular celebrity hangout here in West Hollywood, and he was waxing lyrical about the new woman in his life and how happy he is and how settled he is and how much he enjoys her daughter. Now, we happen to know that person is Michelle Williams, who, of course, 4 years ago lost Heath Ledger tragically and has spent, 4 years really healing and been very public about how she's gone through huge heartache, and they have fallen in love, and they've been friends for years, and he's besotted, and they're spending a lot of time together, and he's going scootering with Matilda, and who knows, she could have got a good one, so hopefully.
Fingers crossed, because she seems like a lovely girl. Now, let's move to Vegas. What's this hangover cure, hangover bus that they send to you? What's that all about?
I know. I want it immediately. I go, this redefines Vegas for everyone who's afraid to go because of the hangover. If you go to Vegas and you fall off the wagon, this is the bus to hop onto. It's called Hangover Heaven, and basically how it works, it's created by an anesthesiologist who was sick of hangovers ruining people's trips. So he decided that you could create this bus. It's the first of its kind. It's a fleet of them. You call them up from any hotel on the main strip, and within a little bit of time they will drive to your location, pick you up. You pay about $200 and get a package where they intravenously get rid of your hangover by pumping you through a saline solution, balancing your electrolytes. I've got anti-inflammatory, anti-nausea and vitamins, and it's 45 minutes of treatment, and it takes about 20 minutes until you feel good, and it drives around the strip. You can check out some prostitutes on the way and come back and hammer yourself all over again.
Paul.
It gets better. What does it cost for a shot of salt water?
Yeah.
$200, you just said.
It's somewhat of a crock. Sorry.
I love it. There's an introductory fee of $150, and they call it the Salvation Package. And yes, you can get off it and hammer yourself all over again. It's genius.
Do they stamp you with sucker as you get off the bus?
It's a nice bus, though, leather couches. They put some
it is. Yeah, you can listen.
So perhaps
you can listen.
Sorry,
listen to music as you're driving along. Listen to music. They've made it like it's got like a sunken lounge. I mean, they've made it they've like tricked out the ride. It's very Vegas, a pimp mobile.
So Kathryn, perhaps someone who might be needing this hangover bus is someone who's been to a vapor bar. We've spoken to you before about celebrities inhaling blueberry muffins and inhaling food, but now there are bars you can go to actually inhale alcoholic vapor. Does it work?
That's exact. It does work. In fact, it works more effectively than using traditional liquid alcohol, if you can believe it. Because, if you've ever, inhaled something, it goes straight into your lungs and into your bloodstream. And if you drink alcohol, it has to be metabolized. I mean, you guys know, it goes through your stomach and your small intestine, so it takes a while to kind of get that payoff. But if you breathe it in, it hits you straight away. And it started off in London. Now there are vapor bars in New York, and even individual vapor devices that you can get which retail for about $3,000, but you can have multiple users use them. It looks like a kind of futuristic bong, and yes, you can do it. You pay to do it. The thing is, what's great is that they have regulated the amount of alcohol that you consume, so you don't just walk into and get hit and drunk straight away. It takes about 40 minutes to consume about the standard drink, and if you want to take a shot, that takes about 21 minutes of breathing that in, so you can't get too drunk too quickly.
Hey, Kathryn, just very, very quickly, what were you buying in the pet supply store when you bumped into the famous person with the cat litter?
I love all the irrelevant but juicy details. I was also buying kitty litter. We
good. No,
matched,
just
and
wanted to
I have a
check.
cat. Don't judge me though. I was going to say that, but I know people out there judge cat owners. But my cats are very cute, and so are Ryan Philippe's
say
cute.
that.
You know.
Yeah, no.
Well,
fair enough.
apparently, you know, people look like their pets or pets look like their owners. So you're hot, so your cat
would've
would, I'm
thought
sure, be hot. Thank you
They're
so
much better looking than I am. They're much better looking.
That'd be hard to do.
Thank you, Kathryn. We'll speak to you again sometime soon. It's just gone 8:01 here on Breakfast.